Howdy, howdy. Happy Sun. Oh gosh. Ah, ah. She just put her nose on my back and it was cold and wet. A cold and wet nose. Cold and wet. Anyway, happy Sunday, everyone. It is the 28th of September, 2025, and it's sunny in Seattle. Let's see. I'm gonna do a little bit of catch up. How I normally do. I'll bump my gums here for a minute, and then I'll probably just chill with the music on for the rest of the stream to get into some good stretching flow today, because this is the first time I've been back in a week. And I did mention this in my stream on Sunday, the last time I was streaming, so exactly 7 days ago, that I was going to have a really busy week, and there was a good chance I wouldn't be able to stream at all, but I would try to stream if I could. And I was right. I wasn't able to stream. When I finally had the availability, when I was finally available to stream, I was like exhausted from the rest of the things I had to. So I just completely crashed, and then you guys know the drill. My sleep schedule got kind of wonky, but I think I'm good. I woke up at like 8 a.m. today, which was not with the alarm. Hello. I woke up at 8 a.m. today without the alarm. You guys know, I always wake up really well when it's sunny outside, so that's good. Kind of got back on my schedule, which means I shouldn't have any trouble with my sleep schedule starting the week off, which is great. Like to start my week off already in my routine, so I'm not feeling like offset trying to catch up. I just pet you. Oh my goodness. I need to stretch. Okay, I'm gonna sit this way. You feeling you? You want more scratches? More scratches. More scratches. Okay, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so let's just do a quick update. I'll give you a little bit of a recap of my week without saying too much, because I'm not messy. Social health, mental health, occupational health. This is a holistic health website. This is a holistic health channel. That is my philosophy, that everything is intertwined, so we can't just focus on one without knowing and that it's going to impact others. So try and keep a nice balance of whatever that means to us. So let's see. Sunday I streamed. Monday I had to get up really, really early to do some legal, court stuff, basically. That's not like court, but legal stuff. And while I'm listening to the people lying in court under oath, I have to maintain my cool, right? Like, I can't be like, lies, but at the same time, you get into these situations where you don't even know someone's gonna lie until it happens, right? And it's just like, why do people lie? I understand when you're trying to get out of a sticky situation and you're like, oh, like somebody's on the other line, I gotta go. You just want to get off the phone or whatever, but to tell a lie that is so big that it could not only impact the person's life that you're talking about, but it could also impact yours. For what? What is worth that? Somebody would have to offer me $1 million, whatever I was gonna make for the rest of my life, because that's basically what this person did, just risk the rest of their life. It would have to have been twice that, just for it to even be worth it. And if someone was gonna pay someone that much money to be dirty to me, they'd have to be paying other people a whole lot more money, because I don't even know this bitch. What the fuck? You really just risked your life for somebody you don't even know? I don't even know you. Who are you? What? So long story short, I was caught off guard by that, because I'm just not even expecting this.
it's your job legally to do this. It's your job, what you signed up for as far as occupation. Like the whole sole purpose of your job is to make sure things like this don't happen. That's like a plumber coming in and like working on the electric and fucking it up. Like, bro, that's not even your job. Like, why'd you even do that? Like, just. So now, I had a situation with somebody else, and it ended up. I think that kind of got smoothed over at this point because that person didn't show up. Which I know, when you know you're in the wrong, the smart thing to do is to just back out of it and just be like, like, it's not worth my career, right? I don't know why that's a hard concept, but it's not worth my career to sit here and try to make someone else's life harder that didn't even do something to me. Like, I can see if I did something to you, would it be worth risking your own career? 11 o'clock. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Like, people was like, oh, you're gonna fight this person. Da-da-da-da. I'm like, bitch, if I fight someone, that's gonna be my body, right? I'm gonna hurt my knuckle because I know I'm gonna break something on your face. And then I'm gonna have to pay for your medical bills, right? I'm probably gonna have to go to jail. So, like, it's punishing me. Why the fuck would I do that? So yeah, now this person that had nothing to do with the situation has completely thrown her own self under the bus for who knows what reason. And now I'm like, well, great. I have to refer back to my training, which, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not the best. I don't ever like to claim I'm the best at anything because there's always someone better at you, whatever it is that you do, and that's what keeps us, striving to see what's better and to keep moving. But I have been trained by the best with the best, if you know what I mean. Like, I have worked for Microsoft, 2 different teams in Microsoft. Microsoft is based in where I live, so it's not like I got like recruited or anything like that, but when you're in companies like Microsoft, they have everything top of the line, most expensive, everything. And you're learning from people who have been recruited, who are the top of the line people in that area. So I'm learning from those people, right, on those systems. It doesn't matter how old I am. I already have that experience, right? I've seen it, I've done it, I've witnessed it be successful, I've seen what fails, and I've even helped, expand things and make them better. I don't like to talk about these things, especially in education, because it's not really relevant. And again, I don't like to tell people how to do their jobs. But in my particular field, education is really outdated. It's like Boeing. I used to work for Boeing as well. Boeing is more updated than the education system in that they have that whole hierarchy. Like, I've been here for 30 years, so I know best. And I'm just like, no offense, but if you're working in an area where there's technology involved and you haven't gone back to school in 30 years, you're not the best. It doesn't matter. Like, you might know a lot about the way that you're doing it then, but most likely it could have been done better a long time ago, and you're just holding everybody back with your God complex. And so I made a suggestion to this person because of my experience, not to belittle anybody, and they disregarded it. And I specifically said something, again, because they were not doing it in the most efficient way. And, again, if anything, I'm like, oh, you're going to take this information back to your higher ups and you're going to get, like, a promotion or something, right? No, took it offensively, and decided to use that against me in this specific legal situation. So, again, didn't think I was going to be thrown under a bus by this person I don't even know regarding a topic that honestly just makes her look bad all around, and worse now. So I had to go through, my handy dandy trick of admin skills and working with people that are literally executives from Microsoft and like the highest level, and like sharing rooms with people that are literally getting awards for like designing shit, like the biggest shit, sharing rooms with Satya, you know what I mean? And I did my due diligence by checking my email, bruh, and looking for the email that she sent me, that said that she sent it to me, and we had this whole conversation, and it said an email, you dumb bitch. Wow. very, very complex admin skills there. I had to really do some super magic stuff there. So yeah, I found the email, gave it to my lawyer, forwarded it to her. Because I'm not gonna lie, if you've ever worked for a job that requires you to communicate via email with people you don't know very well, or even people that you don't see eye to eye with, there's nothing more satisfying than forwarding them or forwarding someone the email they never sent or you never sent. So not only did I get that feeling, but I'm an admin, which is like, I'm sure 100 times more satisfying than a regular person. And then not only did I do it as an admin, but I did it to another admin who tried to sun me about technology in court. Ah, bitch! Ah! I'm so funny. Oh, it's so funny, bro. Like, because the thing is, it's like I stay in my lane. I don't bother people. Like, even if I see somebody doing something that they shouldn't be doing, like, as long as they're not like hurting someone, I don't care. You know, I'm just like, do you? It's your karma, whatever. But like, when you literally come for somebody that did nothing to you, and you're risking your whole life, like your money, your freedom possibly, because I'm pretty sure when you are like an HR person, especially at that level, like that's criminal on like more than just the like, oh, you were rude to her type shit, right? Because you can't go to HR about HR, like you gotta go higher than that. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be wild. So here's my dilemma, right? I can continue to think about what potentially could happen in the future that's negative, or I can use this situation as ammo to build my abs from laughing every day. And I really feel like I choose the second option because it's gonna keep me young, you know. I've decided that you get more wrinkles from frowning than smiling. And whether or not that's true, I don't know, but I feel like I look a lot younger than people my age, so my theory seems to be correct for now. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Life is so strange. Like, who does that? What? What's something that can be easily proved? Like, what is wrong with people? What did you think was gonna happen? The email would just vanish? What did you think was gonna happen? Holy shit. Wow. I was trying to tell you you weren't very up on your tech skills, but you just took it to the lowest level. Yo, what? Oh, anyway. And you can't even pass it off as like a senior moment because it's like we straight up had a conversation, like several emails. And then on top of that, not only did I send you several emails, but then you sent an email at the very end, the beautiful cherry that says received. And then you gotta lie about it the worst way. What the fuck were you thinking, lady? Oh my gosh. And I'm not even an asshole, but it's like, bruh, like you really just didn't do your job. Like you did this to yourself. Like nobody told you to do this. And if they did, who the fuck were they? Cause damn, are they going to jail for you? I don't know. I feel bad for her, I really do, but I don't feel bad at all for her. It's not that I don't feel bad. I mean, it's like, okay, this person's literally trying to do what's happening to her, to me, but like they've already lived their whole life. Like, so I'm supposed to feel bad because karma, which isn't, you know, your karma literally isn't as bad as what you were trying to inflict on me when you think about it. Because again, this person's like close to kicking the bucket, right? No offense. Closer than me, hopefully. You know what I mean? Hopefully closer than me. And not in a rude way, but like obviously I'm way up. She's probably literally more than twice my age. Which is like, what? Like you can't be that old to not know I can just look at the email chain. Yo! Yeah. So that was like comic relief at the very end because it's like, here I am stressed out. Because it's like, some he said, she said BS. When you're in corporate or you have like these big companies, it really does come down to like favorites and seniority and like skill level and like contribution unfortunately isn't valued the way it should be like it is in the corporate world. Corporate, they're like, yo, we want to be the best, we want to make the most, what's up? In education, as you can see, shit will just fall apart because they're like, well, I didn't like the way she talked to me in the bathroom. So now all the kids gotta suffer, right? That's literally how it is. It's literally how, as you can see, motherfuckers in HR lying for I can't imagine for what. Like, even your fucking dignity is gone now. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it is comic relief. It is comic relief because I was worried about something for, I want to say 2 years now. And in a matter of hours, it shifted to the point where now I have like an insane amount of optimism for the future. Which I was already, like, you guys, if you've been watching me for the last almost a year now, it'll be a year in, like, December, like, whatever that was, like, yo, this is, like, I'm not even in the same universe. Like, everything is different. And everything technically has been the same. If not worse. Things have actually gotten worse on, like, the grand scale of things. Like, time is running out, right? As far as, like, moving out, like, my options, it's getting colder. Whatever the case may be. A lot of things are not technically on paper better. But here, my brain's just like, whatever, bruh. Like, it's warm in San Diego. Like, how long is it gonna take me to get there? Like, yeah. The only thing I worry about going to California is like that massive earthquake or eruption that they're going to have because all the animals that left the park know what's up. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to. I'm not gonna be able to drive away from the earthquake or whatever the end of the world apocalyptic thing that's supposed to be happening in California next year. Yeah, I just don't want to get caught up in that. So that would be the easiest place for me to go if I wanted to be warm. California is like, it's not even a 24-hour drive. If I didn't sleep, I could get there. Let's see. Seattle to Portland is like 2.5 hours. So Portland to California is probably not more than 5. Yeah. So, and that's just getting into California, obviously. California is like the longest state, so it takes a while to get to the warmest bits, but I would be there. And like, yeah, obviously I'd be closer to the south. We'll get to that equator. I just want to be warm for Thanksgiving. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna have like any family really to like do Thanksgiving stuff with. And not in like a sad way. But just like, everybody's getting to that age where you feel awkward being at their house because it's like them and their family and you're like the one living with us. Which is an interesting dynamic because I remember a time where I had to do my dad's Thanksgiving, my mom's Thanksgiving, my husband's Thanksgiving, and then go home and decompress because I didn't want to be at any of them. So like, I really am getting what I want as far as that's concerned. I would much rather be on the beach somewhere eating a turkey club with cranberry spread. No, really though. Yeah. This quad stretch is getting so much easier for me, by the way. I don't know about y'all if you've been doing this one, but it's really been like this doesn't even feel tight. I remember when I first started doing these, I was like, and this is the side one. Like there is, I could bring my leg in more, but I'm just getting it set up here. Oh. So yeah, working on my flexibility from here until December to see what my gains are. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna measure it, but I'll start doing that in October.
Also, hopefully I remember this. Hopefully someone can remind me. But my plan for October is to wear a costume for every stream. And I don't know if I'm gonna remember. I really want to. It's like if I don't do it on the first day, it's gonna, I won't be able to do it. It's like I ruined the first day. Like that's just how I am. If I miss it on the first day, I'm not gonna do it. So I just have to remember not to miss it. And it's like I'm not a forgetful person. Like I feel like if you've like gotten to know me, if you met me in the last like 5 years, you might think I'm like a forgetful person. But I'm actually like very on top of my shit. But the problem is that my schedule, and this is why I build these routines, my schedule's been so all the time that my brain tries to keep, because I don't like to write things down. Like I can hold a lot in my head. But obviously, when it comes to dates and things like that, when I don't have a lot going on, my brain is like, oh, I'll remember it later because there's so much open space. Versus to like, I have all of these things to do. Yeah. So hopefully I remember to put on something. You know what? As long as I remember during stream, I can go upstairs and put something on. So as long as I at least remember during stream. If you're watching this and it's not October yet, and you happen to tune in on my first stream for October, which will be February, which will be Thursday, this Thursday. And you see that I'm not wearing a costume, just be like, yo, where's your costume? I'll put one on. But yeah, that's the goal. That's the plan. Cause yeah, I'm like I won't say I'm a cosplay person because I respect cosplay too much to claim to be on their level. But I do really like wearing costumes. I love like themes, like theme parties, like obviously, when I was in school, like all the spirit weeks, I was the person that planned that because I was class president, and yeah, like that shit just makes me so happy for some reason. So I have all these things that I just have never worn, or like festival gear that was like kind of costumey, and then like the festival pass and the theme for the festival, like it was just like I don't have like steampunk stuff anymore, but for a while I had like a bunch of steampunk stuff, and it was just kind of like, what am I ever going to use this for? So yeah, I want to get through some of it because I'm moving, and I've come to the realization that most of the stuff in my costume box is just gonna be there, and it's not gonna get any better for me, if you know what I mean. Like some of the stuff I can't even wear anymore, like skirts that come like to right here on my body, like even just like certain pasties, like they look cool or whatever, but am I really gonna wear them out in public? No, not anymore. Maybe on like a boat. But again, that would just be like me holding on to it, just to hold on to it. So I will not be wearing pasties or booty shorts or skirts on stream, but I do have a bunch of stuff that I want to at least try to use before I get rid of it. Oh! Okay, coming back up on this side is tight. So leaning this way isn't very hard, but like coming up and coming back to square is really easy. Okay, so then what happened on Tuesday? Tuesday was another court day. It was interesting because, like, I think I've told you guys, like, actually I don't want to say too much about this because people are dumb. But, yeah, I got to hear the opinion of some other legal law people, and it's helpful to talk to people or to hear from people who don't hate you. Because they have a totally different perspective and, like, you know what I mean? And it really it helps me to understand the situation better, because here I am trying to piece together these lies. And I'm like, why? You're right. Like, I don't understand what's going on. Blah, blah, blah. And then come to find out I don't remember that shit because it didn't happen. Or worse, you're somebody in HR and you try and tell someone that they're crazy and they made up a conversation in an email that you just can't pull up.
that was Tuesday, and then like I said, I didn't get done until like 4 something each day. I think I didn't even get home till like after 5 on Monday. Which for me is a long day. Okay, I was up by like 6. It's like 12 hours of just like not fun. Well, I sound like a freaking. What do I sound like, bruh? 12 hours of not fun. Not a single hour was fun of those 12 hours. I don't know. I think the most interesting thing that happened to me was talking to this homeless guy about the manners. Because I was just thinking to myself, if you're homeless, how do you know? But I guess I don't know. That's my question. Like, how do you find out? If you don't have a phone, you know, whatever. That's rude. But it's also like, I am curious. How do you keep up? I might be in your situation one day. Put me on game. Okay. I stretched those with a couple of this way. A sumo squat. Yeah, so every day I'm feeling more and more free, more and more like me. And yeah, I'm just like, bruh, I'm too old to let these old people think they're not old no more. And that's not on some ageist shit. That's just on some come on, why are you like this shit? Like, our world is falling apart because of your pompous ass. Sorry, there's no reason for me to even share this. So Wednesday, another court day. Like I said, I have nothing to lie about, so I did talk about, like, being a light worker, although I didn't use those words. I think I just, like, used actual, like, references about the CIA or something. So you can call me crazy, but shit's documented by the people I want to work for, so kiss my ass. And then, what else happened? Oh, yeah, then I just came home and I crashed. It was, like, every single day, I didn't realize it was like slowly draining me because like you can't really feel it. And then as soon as I got home, I'm just like knockout, and like the good kind of knockout, not like the knockout where you're like deep sleep. So yeah, and then what else happened? I should really look at my planner, but I don't think I wrote these things down. I don't think I don't know. I'm getting a lot better at, I was gonna say really good, but then I was like, nah. I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot better at reading tarot, and I'm so excited about it because it's like teaching yourself how to do anything. It's either like it either makes you feel really good about yourself or it can make you feel like shit. And like now that I'm getting better at reading tarot, I'm like confident just for myself, right? I don't know how to read for anybody else, and I don't know that I'll ever want to read for anybody else because I already pick up on energy that I don't want. Yeah, so that was basically what I noticed about this week, the main things. I went to a concert with my boss and some of his friends, my other boss, not from this one. I also work for the union, which is, we're not going to get into that, that's funny. That also is funny. But yeah, my boss is hella cool, and he's like, because I won't get into it, but yeah, basically him and his friends were like going to a concert, and he's like, oh, I really love this band, like, you should go, da da da. He's like a magician, so I'm like, sure, like, why not? It was on the pier, I haven't been to the pier in a while, or for a concert at all, and it was really pretty. Like, I love my city as far as like aesthetics and just like, obviously I was born here, so I'm biased, but they like Speed. Oh, okay, let's talk about Speed. Speed was here this week, or I guess technically last week. And he's a streamer on YouTube. Sometimes he does Twitch. He works with Kaisana a lot. And he was here, I want to say on Wednesday or Thursday. And, you know, he travels around the world. Like, he's been to China, he, all over South America. Like, I don't know if he's been to Europe yet. I don't pay attention to him like that. But basically, he's been all over the world. He's got a ton of money, and his job is basically to do and see cool shit to bring in viewers. And he literally said, they asked him, out of all the skylines in the US, what were the top 5? And he said Seattle was number 1. Now, there's this pride I feel when I hear someone say like that, and then I'm immediately struck by fear that someone else is going to want to come live here. Because as someone who was born here, it's all I know. And as someone who's traveled, I realize this is where people want to be if they do. Which would push you so low. Kind of like what happened in California. We are California. I think it's more expensive to live on the West Coast than it is to live. Minus Oregon. Oh yeah, Oregon, I don't know. Trump's got some shit going on down there, I heard. I've been staying out of the mix. Because I've been looking at this 3i Atlas stuff. I think I told you guys, like, I named my son Atlas. I know y'all haven't met him yet. Technically doesn't have a body yet. So I don't know, just the connections for me are really funny because it's just cool. Like, teleportation and potential visitation in a public way, because we know there's life everywhere else, that we would be the most conceited people to ever exist, the most conceited anything, to think we're the only anything, right? I forgot what I was talking about. Mind wipe. Oh, there's like a spider web that's literally going from the window all the way attached into the couch, and then up the pillow, and then up this pillow, and then up that. What was the point of that, spider? You could have just... What was the point? It literally looks like some Superman shit. I wish I could capture it. Because it's like... like, what did the spider do to even get that going? It's so strange. Oh, okay. Turn. Oh, did you hear my hip pop? It just popped in the back. Okay. Well, I think I've gotten to the point where I do not want to talk anymore. I feel like I've gone too far. 30 minutes in, so I think the other half is just going to be me getting into these deep stretches. I'm holding them probably like a little long, but not long. You know, sometimes I say, hold for, 2 minutes to get like a deep stretch. I think I'm holding for like a minute most for each of these right now, which is good. I'm on pace to stretch out my whole body. If I wanted to just focus on one area, then that's what I would hold for like 2 minutes. I'm gonna try to get a full body stretch in. So right now I've just been doing my legs and I'm getting into my hips. Okay, yeah. Let me stop talking.
forgot to do this one, and I want to warm it up before tomorrow's. just hurts on the inside of my hip so bad right now. I don't know why. Okay, everybody, that was Sunday stretching. I hope that you enjoyed stretching. I just realized I didn't do a lot of arms. So I'm going to do that now because I do handstands every day and I want to make sure that my arms are stretched. So I'm going to do maybe a few more minutes. But I already turned the music off, so I'll bump my gums a little bit more at the end here. What is the plan for the week? So this week, I don't know, like I said, it's sunny right now. I still want to take advantage of the sunny days. I haven't been on a bike ride in a minute, honestly. Oh, I really need to do that. I remember last week, I think it was like Thursday, I was like, it's so nice out, I'm gonna go ride my bike. And then I thought I was changing my pants or putting pants on. And when I woke up, it was 7 p.m. And I was like, damn. And then I was like, I'm going to do a night ride. And then I was still too tired to do a night ride. But yeah, I don't know. I like night rides too, but I want to take advantage of the sun while it's still here. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it in between. I'll do like a sunset ride. Sunset rides are honestly the best, but sorry, Bean. You're like, she like has literally like, look at her. She's trying to hide like directly behind me, bruh. What do you want? We will shield you? Don't need a shield. Oh man. Anyway, my bra's showing. No. Anyway, yeah, so I feel like I need to. I think I told y'all last week, a week before last, that I am doing, I'm gonna do hump day, which is officially my day to go to the gym and work on my humps. So that's still on the schedule for this week. And then yeah, like I said, I am going to be coming back tomorrow for Mobility Monday. I think I'm going to get into some like flow. I might do an actual yoga flow. Also, I finally went through my socials and like grouped up each exercise, so I don't have to like scroll through and be like, oh, I want to do legs today. And they're like, is this legs? No. Is this legs? No. Is this legs? Yeah, okay, and then do that. So now like all of the leg stuff is together, all of the stretching stuff is together, all of the hand stuff is together, you know, just like that. So when I say, okay, I want to work on stretching today, I can just go straight through and I'm not spending a ton of time looking on my phone, because I don't know how long that seems to you guys, but I always feel like I don't like being on my phone when I'm on stream. Like changing the song or like doing a quick response, like a text message if it's important, is one thing, but like I don't like when I come to someone's stream and they're just like staring at their phone. Like I would rather the person leave the room and just be able to look at their room than watch them be on their phone. Like I don't know why that bothers me so much. It's just like, bruh, I don't want to watch you be on your, I don't like watching people be on their phone. Like I don't need to be here. Like I enjoy my time more than I enjoy watching you be on your phone. You know what I mean? I could be on my phone. I'm definitely not going to watch you be on your phone. I already feel bad about me being on my phone. Why would I want to watch you be on your phone? Meta stuff. So basically that's the plan. Tomorrow is mobility. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a yoga flow. That's how I'm feeling right now, unless things change. Wednesday is hump day. It'll be my first day in the gym. Hopefully everything works out. I did not put a time for Wednesday because I don't want to say it's going to be 11 o'clock. When I'm here at home, I can stream at 11 because worst case scenario, all I have to do is come downstairs and I don't have to worry about, putting on makeup and picking out a decent outfit so I don't get scabies from the freaking gym equipment and, driving there and parking, all that, right? So I don't know what time I'm going to get there. I'm going to try and leave here at least 11. That way I'm still somewhat on schedule, but if I can leave a little earlier, I will. I just know myself, and I don't want to get up to go to the gym. I think if I force myself to wake up to go to the gym, it'll make the experience not something my body wants to do. And if you've been following my philosophy, it's to make everything feel natural. You don't want it to feel like you're forcing it. So if you don't like running, you're not going to start off your working out with running. You're maybe going to start off with, walking or stretching or something like that to get your body in the groove. And then the more your body opens up, the more you will be susceptible to things like running. Like I am now, like, okay, I can do this, I can do that. And at the beginning, I was just like, it comes over time. There were some moments where I did go to the gym while I started this channel, and I was able to do I think I was doing like 4 or 5 miles on the elliptical, and that didn't faze me at all. So I forget what I was saying. Thursday, of course, I'll be back for the Body Things Thursday. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm kind of leaning towards doing Instagram flash day. Just kind of going through things on Instagram that I want to try that don't necessarily fit into any specific genre. So it could be like a dance, or it could be like a ninja trick. There was some parkour stuff I wanted to try. I just don't know if I'm gonna have enough space in here. Because you guys know I don't want to run into the couch or hit my TV or anything like that. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. Let's do one more stretch this way, and then I'll be done. I need to do this one for handstands. Okay. That's Sunday stretching. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed getting your stretch on. I hope that it's a good start to your week wherever you are. Maybe it's Monday already. Maybe you're catching this on a playback on YouTube. Wherever you might be when this video finds you, this VOD, recording, stream, whatever you want to call it, whatever it finds you, I hope that you're able to gather something that is useful to you. And I'm sending you my love. All right. Have a good week, everybody. Bye-bye.